Today we are going to learn about active and passive voice sentences and especially of the present continuous tense. These are the lesson objectives that I will be following and I'll be teaching you people on these grounds. The first objective would be that what is the present continuous tense? In fact, what is the structure of a present continuous tense? And then we'll be discussing about rules of changing voice. That means how a present continuous active sentence can be changed from an active sentence into a passive voice, and especially we'll be learning those rules. Then we are just going to do the recognition exercise. This recognition exercise will give you an exposure of the active sentences in comparison to the passive sentences. And then at the end, we will be applying all those rules that we have learned or the methods through which we can change a present continuous sentence, active sentence into a passive voice sentence. So this is the main focus of all this. Now before we start the lesson, I just want to tell you that present continuous tense has another name also. So in certain books of grammar, you may find the word present progressive tense also. Well, whether you say present progressive tense or you say present continuous tense, they both are same. Before we proceed to the next part of the section, like my channel, subscribe it and share it with your fellows and friends and colleagues so that they can learn this aspect of the lesson very easily. Now let's learn the structure, or rather let's revise the structure of the present continuous tense or present progressive tense. As I have already told you that present continuous tense is also called present progressive tense. Now this is the structure of the present continuous tense. You have subject and then you have is, am or are. Depending upon the subject, if it is singular you take is, and if it is first person pronoun I, then am is taken, and if it is a plural one then you take are. Then you have the first form of the verb with the addition of ing. Sometime it is also called present participle form of the verb, but I am just giving you a structure so that you can relate to whatever you feel like. So first form of the verb with the addition of ing or present participle form of the verb. Then you have the object or adverbial, and after the object you can have adverbial or whatever is the requirement of the sentence. Now this is the baseline structure of a active voice present continuous sentence. Now I have laid down certain examples over here so that we can find out and identify that how they are the present continuous tense. Like she is drawing a beautiful diagram. So we have she is the subject, is taken, and then draw is the first form with the addition of ing, and a beautiful diagram is the object. So this is present continuous tense. Alice and Hina are pasting stamps on packets. Now Alice and Hina is a subject. From here we have taken are and then paste and ing, first form of the verb with the addition of ing, or you can say present participle form of the verb. Then stamps on packets. Now stamps is the object, and where that is telling us about the adverbial. So that is what I have just put up, a mixture of sentences so that you can really relate to them. And before we actually start doing the conversion, that means from active to passive voice, we just quickly revise the structure. The chef is chopping vegetables now. The chef is the subject, is, and then first form of the verb with the addition of ing, and this is the object, and that is the adverb. Okay, wolves are eating meat under that tree. Wolves is a subject, are, and eating, and is a verb with the addition of ing, and then is the object, and where they are eating is the adverbial under this is the adverb phrase. Anyhow, the main focus is that we should know the structure, and that is why we are focusing on it. Laborers are packing boxes. So laborers is the subject, are, because laborer is a plural subject, we have got the plural verb over here, are packing, and then we have got the boxes as the object. So now we are shifting to this part of the lesson where we are going to learn the rules of changing the voice. I mean how the active sentence of a present continuous tense is changed into a passive voice. There are certain rules which are to be kept in mind. There are certain rules which apply to all the voices. Like for example, subject takes the position of object, object takes the position of a subject in the sentence. This is something that applies to all the voices when they are changed from active sentences to passive voice. The same happens over here. Use of being. Now this is something exceptional to this one. This is something outstanding. This is something which is very peculiar to this present continuous. You have to make use of being after the use of is, am, are. Wherever you're using is, am, are, we will retain that according to the object, but then we will put the word being also. Is being. Vegetables are being cut by the chef. Flowers are being planted by the gardener. Okay. The apple is being eaten by Ahmed. So we have to retain these words. Is, am, or are is to be retained, but that depends upon the way subject takes the position of the object and object takes the position of the subject. So our object, according to the object, we will just retain is, am, are, but that will change also according to the object. The next thing that we need to know is third form of the verb. Now this is something we call it third form of the verb, or you can call it past participle form of the verb. Third form of the verb is to be used. Now this is something universal to all the active sentences when they are changed to passive voice. This rule applies to everything. Now this rule is also used the same way. This is also used the same way. This is a bit different. Okay. Now third form of the verb, some people call it the past participle form of the verb. Whether you call it past participle form of the verb or you call it the third form of the verb, but just you need to remember that we have to make use of the third form of the verb. And then use of by. Now what is to be used by? For example, when the subject comes here and the object goes there, and when the subject is brought here, we call it the agent, or even we can call it the subject. So when before the subject we use the word by. Now there are some rules which are universal, like they are applied to every active sentence when it is changed into a passive voice sentence. I'll share with you, this is universal, this is universal, and this is universal. Okay, only difference is this one, and this one is to be written because it is a part of the structure of the present continuous tense. So right now I'm just going to give you a comparison of active voice sentences with that of the passive voice sentences, and that which is related to present continuous tense or present progressive tense. On this side, I've written in black ink all the active voice sentences in the present continuous. And on this side, I've written all those sentences converted into passive voice and applying all the rules that we have discussed so far. I discussed with you that we'll be using is, am, are, we'll be inserting being word, and we'll be using the word by, we'll be using a third form of the verb, and subject will be changing the position with the object and object will be changing its position with the subject. So on this side all the rules have been applied, and on this side we have just got the active voice sentence. Now let's look at this one. Sarah is boiling eggs. This is an active voice sentence. Sarah takes the position of eggs and eggs is changed with the Sarah. Eggs are being boiled by Sarah. Is, am, are to be retained, but it has to be changed according to the subject. Then being, the word being is to be inserted. Third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb, and then insertion of by, or we will be using the word by before the subject or the agent. So eggs are being boiled by Sarah. Gardeners are cutting the hedge. So the hedge was our object, so it comes here. The hedge is being cut by gardeners. So you see, is according to the hedge, hedge is singular, so we'll be using is. Being is inserted. Cut, third form of the cut or the past participle form of the cut is cut, cut, cut. Third form is the same, and we have inserted the word by, and then we have the gardeners over there. I am making sandwiches now. Now sandwiches are being made by me now. Okay, or now sandwiches are being made by me. So that is, position of this can be changed the way we want to write it, but that doesn't make much difference. Okay, the actual thing is that we need to learn the rules which are being applied and which are being successfully applied here. You are not washing clothes. Now clothes are not being washed by you. I've deliberately inserted a negative sentence just to give you an exposure that how do we change a negative sentence. You see, the position of not is just after is, am or are, okay? And now boys are catching butterflies. Now butterflies are being caught by boys. So through this comparison, you must have learned that how we apply the rules. And last but not the least, now we are going to do let's change. You will change the sentences with me. So right now we are just going to change. Let's change, okay? We are going to change the sentences from the active voice to the passive voice. And over here I have written the structure of the active voice sentence and then the passive voice sentence. In an active voice continuous sentence, we have subject, is, am, are, verb first form with the addition of ing, and then we have the object. That is the regular structure of active voice. The passive voice structure is object takes the position of subject and subject takes the position of the object. So we have object, then we have is, am, are, or any one of them, and then we have the addition of being, then verb third form. I've written V3. You can understand it's a verb third form, okay? This is just an abbreviation I've used on my own. And then we have the word by, and then we have the subject or the agent. Subject takes this position, so we call it agent also. In certain books you'll find this out, okay? Whereas sometimes only the word subject is mentioned. But that doesn't make difference. Both the concept exist, okay? We are making craft items. So craft items are being made by us. A pilot is flying an aeroplane. An aeroplane is being flown by a pilot. Alice is buying a flower basket. A flower basket is being bought by Alice. So right now we have got more examples to practice it further. Sumbul is preparing a report, okay? So a report is the object and Sumbul is the subject. So we'll take this over there. A report is, we are looking at this structure, is being, third form of the verb prepared, addition of by, and the agent comes here, Sumbul. A report is being prepared by Sumbul. Let's go to the next one. The mechanic is not mending my iron frame. Okay, so what is the object? Iron frame is the object. My iron frame is the object. So my iron frame is not being mended by the mechanic. My iron frame is not being mended by the mechanic. Storekeepers are selling fresh vegetables these days. So fresh vegetables is the object, so it will go there. Fresh vegetables are being sold. You can have these days over here, and you can take these days at the beginning also. You can say these days fresh vegetables are being sold by storekeepers, or you can retain it here. The position of the adverbial can change, but doesn't make much difference. We have to look at the rest of the structure. These fresh vegetables are being sold these days by storekeepers. So you see, through this lesson you must have learned how to change an active voice sentence of a present continuous tense to a passive voice sentence. So right now we have discussed all these examples. Try to pick some sentences from wherever. You can take from grammar book or from the internet. Take present continuous tense and convert them into passive voice. But I would recommend you strongly to go through my video of pronouns as well as the transitive and intransitive verbs, because the transitive and intransitive verb video will help you learn that which sentences can be changed into passive voice and which sentences cannot be changed into passive voice. As a tip, I would just share with you that if a sentence has got a transitive verb, it will definitely change into passive voice. And if the sentence does not have a transitive verb, rather it has an intransitive verb, then the sentence will not be changed into passive voice.